Hey everyone, this is Halak. In this session, I'll be discussing or lecturing on equality and relational operators. Okay, so I'm going to just start on my Java project. Okay, so let me call, what do I call it? Equality relational operators. This is a good name for that. Copy that so I can actually use that name again. Again, I like to adopt this name as for my project for these really simple programs. Okay, so I'm going to create a class. And I need to get rid of that warning. Okay, so I'm going to do that. All right. So let me just get rid of this. So an equality operators are actually the equal to or the not equal to. Okay? That's what equality operators are. The relational operators are the less than, greater than, and less than or equal to um, operators. Okay. So let's get started. We're going to do the same thing as last time from our last video lecture. I'm going to create number 1 and 2. Okay, so this time I'm just going to do two numbers just because I'm going to compare the two numbers. Okay. Again, we need our scanner. So I'm just going to call it SC, new scanner object, right, and then system. Sorry. Okay. And my semicolon. Right, so there I have it. It's going to complain. Oh, well, actually, no. It actually imported the scanner package for me. Okay, great. Now I'm going to read in the input. 1. Next int. And num 2. The same thing. Okay, so that's what we have. Now I'm just going to compare the two. Right? Again, I'm not going to prompt or anything like that. I'm just going to go directly to the comparison. And this is our first exposure to if statements. So this is the most basic of the if statements. All right. So I'm just going to compare the two numbers. And this is the first operator. The equality operator is the equal to, right? This is actually the equal to. If you put a single equal sign, it's actually an assignment operator. Okay, so you're assigning number to one value or one variable value, the value of one variable to another. Okay, so this is actually an equality statement here. Okay, all right, this is not the same. This would be an assignment. That would mean, see, this statement here is the value from num2 is assigned to the value of num1. So after this statement is executed, they both share the same value. Okay. Right. So just as a side note there. So if it's very cool, then I'm going to just print out. Okay. So we can just print out. Is equal to. Actually, I used the formatting. You don't have to do this. It's equal to. Oops, I forgot something. I wonder it didn't look right. And then that, just to make sure that we have a new line character there. All right. Let's make it look a little neater. Okay, so what is happening here? Why is all these complaints? Token, if no one, okay. Oops, okay, forgot. Num1, num2. Programming sometimes it could be. Why is it still complaining here? Oh, this extra thing. Oh, wow. All right, and so now that's the equality. You can also kind of copy that and Right, so I can do not equal to. Okay. I can do a not equal. Right. I can get rid of this. And so that's the not equal to operator. We can also, again, can do every one of them actually. We can do is less than or equal to num2. Okay, we can do it that way. So that's less than or equal to num2. All right. So we can do the rest, but what do I think you get the right. You sort of get the idea there. Okay, so I'm going to enter two numbers. Let's say 2 and 2. Right. So you notice that 2 is equal to, and it's also this other one works, right? Because it's less than or equal to. Right? And then we have like 8, 99, for example. And so they're not equal, but 8 is less than or equal to 99. Of course, I didn't compare all the conditions, right? There's also others like greater than or equal to as well, and less than and or greater than. But I'm not going to go into that. I mean, they're fairly straightforward. Okay. And so before I leave off, you notice that every statement here has a semicolon. Okay, right? But you notice that with the curly braces, there isn't a semicolon. Okay, so this is considered, you can think about it, one statement, or what I like to call an if construct. Okay, and now you notice that these are just one line, right? So let's just go down here, right? Because if they're one line statements, this could work. Okay, so this will also run the same way. So we repeat it. So let's say 5, 9, right? So again, see that? It works, right? Now, don't do this, all right? This is actually valid. You notice that it's kind of weird, right? But let's run it again, and I'll explain what's happening here. So 5 and, 9, right? You notice that, yeah, it seems to work, right? But watch what happens, okay, when I run it again, so that this condition is not really met, okay? So we're going to say, let's see, 99 and then 8. We do the reversal last time, right? And you notice that, right? It's still doing the same thing, which is, this is not right, okay? And the reason being is that this is actually, this semicolon here is an empty statement, okay? But we could actually quite easily do it this way, okay? And it would be if num1 is less than or equal to num2, just print out an empty statement. This is an empty statement here, okay? And because we don't have curly braces around there, what happens is that this statement, okay, I'm going to format this whole thing because you have to format your code, okay? This is what it looks like. This statement is outside of the if statement itself, okay? Now, that's why it always gets printed, even though the condition is not, this is obviously false, all right? However, if I do this, if I close this off, all right? And if I leave it like this, it looks really awful, right? Again, remember, we had to format our code properly. You know, it just makes it more readable and easier to debug. Okay, so if I go up here and I format, right? So now you notice that this goes back in here, right? So we run it. Okay, so we run it. We say 99 and 8. Okay, so now you notice that this is false, so it doesn't go in there. All right. If we do 8 and 99, there it goes. Right. You notice that this is just an empty statement. It just gets ignored. Okay, so I just want to mention that before I end this this tutorial here. All right. See you next time again.